Hello everybody, welcome back. Or at least welcome back to another episode for Farming Simulator. This opening scene here is I just love to watch other people work. This is course play. This is a tractor coming up from the potato field. Field number 1. Sorry for the haze, it is kind of a foggy morning this morning. But I love to watch course play work and the tractors moving by themselves. So I just thought I'd open this up with this. Part of this tutorial actually is the lettuce and the potato washing and potato steamer mods that are installed on the map. And we'll get into that here in just a few seconds. When I finished up with these potatoes, there's like over 1 million pounds or a million liters, hectoliters, whatever they're called in this game, units of potatoes. So now it's magically daytime, and I'm going to go test out the lettuce itself and just put in a little bit of the wheat that's needed. Everything else is in there already. There's diesel fuel, water, and fertilizer in the gray container, and empty out the seeds and popped up lettuce. You can see the little lettuce starting to grow in the greenhouse there. Right now they're a little flat. You'll see this here in a sec. They're like one-dimensional, two-dimensional, whatever. And okay, we go back to the back and this is where the lettuce comes out and palletizes itself. This is a brand new feature, this long thing on the right here. Well, let's go back here to the chaff. This is lettuce scraps, and this comes out as chaff. This long thing I was talking about will send it down, the pallets down to be sold. It automatically sells. These are the potato washers. They are basically just to wash potatoes to send them to the steamer. And there's the lettuce. Now you look like it's actually growing. So what we should do is probably get some potatoes and put them into the potato steamers. And we'll do that real quick here. So I'm going to move this tractor or trailer. And now we're moving the potatoes over, and you just back them up to the potato washers here. And not really sure how much they each take. I guess we'll find out here in a second. There's no trailer that's that high enough to unload. So through the magic of simulation. Almost 60,000 went into there. There's 39,733 left in this rest of the trailer. It's 100,000 in the trailer. And so now the potatoes are in, and they should start turning, washing potatoes, mixing with the water, blah blah blah, and coming out the other end. This does take some time for it to start up. I don't know why, but whatever the reason. We know now on this one, there you can see that all the water, diesel fuel, and the potatoes are 100%. So we'll see what this comes out like. Again, they have this one has a container that takes it straight over, and there's nothing to take it to. The other one will take it straight until the steamer. You'll see that here in a sec, and maybe a few little bit here. This is storage area over to the left here. This is nothing here, but this is where you store your steamed potatoes. So you can wait for a good price, or you can just store them there until you sell them. To load them onto the truck, it'd be a lot easier that way. I believe this is a sell point. I want to say for lettuce, but I'm not really sure yet. This here, well, this is the forklift or the pallet lift. You'll need to take the pallets off of here. The one on the right, anyway, not the one on the left. Like I said, the one on the left automatically will feed into the steamer. And once you steam them, and it's like 3 times the value of what a regular potato would be sold. It's 5, actually it's 4, almost 4 times as much. Now the lettuce scraps back here in the back, you see them coming out now, and I came in wrong, at a wrong angle. But eventually they get the shovel in there. This shovel and this spot and the steamed potatoes also will somehow it just sticks to it. And you'll see here in a sec where it, oh, by the way, once you gloss those out of there, in there, they don't go back into the thing. They're gone. They're lost. I tried getting them back, but no such luck. But here you'll see, here in just a sec, the shovel will get stuck on the boards on that point there, and it's darn near, there it goes. It's almost impossible to get it off of there. Although that was simple, sometimes it'll lift the tractor completely off the air, into the air, and it's usually when the shovel is sitting flat on the board, on the surface. Well, the guy really doesn't know what he's doing. So there it goes. See, it lifts itself up in the air. That's because that shovel is stuck to the surface there. Now it's broken loose, and man, I tell you, that's hopefully that can be fixed. If not, no big deal. You just live with it and play around with it for a little bit. It's not real life; it's a simulation. So, go with the flow. And then this comes out as chaff. You can take that, be stored, or into a silo to be made into silage. I'm looking around for some place to put it here. I wasn't prepared, so I don't have any place to put it. So I'll just kind of look at it for a while. Now here we're going to, in just a few seconds here, we're going to skip ahead a little bit, fast forward it, and through the magic of editing, you see how the potatoes will come out of there, and that those things spawn by themselves. The containers do, the wood containers. Those spawn by themselves after a while. It looks like you're losing potatoes, but you're really not. It's just the animation itself that's doing that. And see how they get filled up. I think there's 5,000 liters or hectoliters that it takes to fill up one of those crates. And then eventually what will happen is it'll get out to 4 there. And then the 5th one will scoot down the pallets into the potato steamer. And I'll show you here in a sec where it does move down into the thing. Now, one of the bad things about the potato and the lettuce area, the frame rates on this are terrible. I mean, it went down to almost 30, and see how it moved ahead when it filled up. Got to its thing, it moved by itself on the little conveyor there, and eventually it'll work its way down to the steamer. Like I said, it takes a while for another crate to spawn there. You will get compost out the side. You see that little conveyor, little black stuff coming out. That's compost. You can take it right over to the compost sell point there and make a few pennies off of it. It's really not that much. Now this side again, you have to take off with the forklift. It's relatively easy if you can use one of these things. Unfortunately, I'm not real proficient at it. And then, excuse me, you just bring it over here to the steamer and get to that one side, or either side really, and it will just pop right off of there. Now, it didn't dissolve into thin air. It's actually put it inside the steamer. It's now steaming this first batch of potatoes. And if I get the menu pulled up here, F1, there you go. And you can see 5,000 potatoes are being steamed in there. So that's how much is in those crates. Again, this side will automatically feed into the steamer itself. And that's pretty much the potatoes. Again, frame rates on this thing. Look at all the animations you got with this thing, and you can imagine what it's doing. I mean, it's taking a lot of frame rates to run this animation, and it still looks this good. Is saying a lot. Now, this is one of the factories that I installed myself. It's just a placeable at maru.net, and it is the beer hall, and it takes so pull F1 up again. There you go. It takes water, barley, and wheat, and it makes beer, wheat beer, and mixed ration for your cows, for your cattle, for your animals, actually all your animals. And have not got this to work yet. This is the container that you go to sell the beer at. There's two little triggers over on the side, one for wheat, one's for regular beer, I guess. So I'm not going to go through the whole 9 yards of what you do here, but basically, as you can see here, I've loaded up wheat, and I'm taking up 100,000, and I'm not sure, I think 100,000 is what it takes to fill it up completely. So this is the wheat, and we're not going to wait too long for this. I hope most of you know how a trailer unloads and everything, and have seen it before. But see those two little triggers over on the right? That's where you get your beers. Okay, it did take 100,000, so you need 100,000 wheat, and looks like barley also. So that's the wheat, and here comes the barley. Excuse me. And he's in the same place. The conveyor there, the green conveyor there, that is for the mixed ration to come out, and that started before I was getting any beer. It must be like a sub product of the beer process. I don't know. I don't know that much about beer making beer, but it's nice to know that that's going to be coming out of there anyway. So this is the barley. Barley is at 100% also. Then we just do the water. In the water bags, you just walk up and back up to the square there, the trigger, and it automatically starts unloading. And it takes 100 also liters, or hectoliters, whatever they're called. So basically three and a third trailer to make it at 100%. So that's a little bit of work there, especially as there's a long way from the milk trigger. Now we're back to the lettuce, and you see my first pallet is completely done, and eventually it'll move down the end and sell itself. It's not a whole lot of money, but it's something. It's better than what little bit you spent for water, fertilizer, and diesel to make this. It's well worth the effort. Potatoes. Look at the potatoes here. Now there's 4 crates over here on the right, and on the left, which is that was started first. There's only 2, so that means 2 crates are already into the steamer. Excuse me, that they loaded themselves. So that's it for today. Anytime you might get a little bit bored with the oh my God. Anytime you get a little bit bored with the Farming Simulator, you can get the Amazon grasshopper like this and do it in first person and do some jumps. It's a lot of fun. It can be sky, beautiful sky. Oh, landed it. So anyway, that's about it for this time. Lettuce and